Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of GMS Gold Mining Simulator Leaderboards, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going with. So, thank you much for watching the last episode. If you did, if you didn't, you will see kind of what we've been doing with the leaderboard. So, we're just automatically progressing from the last one. I think it was 200 or 648 ounces in that last gold clean out. So, absolutely fantastic. So, we're at 21% in the buckets. So we're doing absolutely fantastic on that as well. Everything has just been going absolutely perfect. We've been trying to do some precision digging as well as just being in a hurry. So we're just trying to get as much gold as humanly possible. I think after this, we're going to have to be doing some bedrock road. So if you want to see what a bedrock road is, it sucks. But it is what it is. We just got to get all this done. So basically what we're looking at here, since I haven't took the time to show anybody, this is what we're looking at. This I'm not worried about. There's 3 meters of overburden. I'm not worried about it. I was told not to be worried about it. I mean, it's fantastic. We're pretty close to it because we're about right here. Oh, actually, we're like right here. So we're in this general vicinity. That one's not bad. That one's still 7. So what we're do is Bedrock Road. What I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to do one line. So what we could do is just do this, and then we're just going to get rid of the dirt. It doesn't matter. We're just going to get rid of the dirt, and then we'll start mining all of this. Um, the same thing we have been doing. And so we're getting 640 something ounces right now. So I think, 353, 351, 348, even 369. So if we could just keep all of them that gold, like we're still counting 1,200 ounces, 1,300 ounces, and this is me, taking some off the top already, and then of course 1,900, 15, 19. So we got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, and then I turned off my excavator. So we got a lot of ground to make up. So we're going to try to do the bedrock road, try to get all the gold humanly possible, and everything else. So if this ain't even the good gold, and we're getting 648 ounces in the last episode for one clean out, we're definitely not worried about any money situation. All we're worried about is the gold. I have done 2 resets, so we are kind of behind. If you are worried about the leaderboard, I will show you guys here in a second. It is, how much is that? 95, just dumped the whole bucket in, not a big deal. And of course I went the wrong way. There we go. So if we look at the leaderboard here, we are in 8th place at 39,488 ounces, which isn't terrible. So, there we go. Get out of there. So 8th place, and like I said, so this line here, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be digging that out, making a bedrock road. And I've seen people do it. It's not fun. So it'd be my first time trying it. I may stream a little bit. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just record it. I don't know. Also, since I forgot to mention it in the last one, so I tried to put some music onto ATS. It didn't work. I thought that I was going to get a round, well, not a round, I shouldn't say a round. I knew, or I'd put the copyright stuff and told everybody that it wasn't my music, so on and so forth. Well, YouTube still didn't decide to grant me the permission to play it. So I had to delete one ATS video, and then I had to sit and edit in the YouTube studio to get rid of the other stuff, the first video. So that is why it sounded absolutely like shit. So I do apologize, but just know that I tried something new and it just didn't work. Just didn't work. Can I reach that? Barely. And when I say barely, I literally mean barely. There we go. So we'll just Reach that as much as we can. There we go. Just take a stab at it and move on. Alright, let's scoot back up just a hair. So this is pretty much precision digging in a nutshell. You try not to waste any of the dirt. I'm almost sick and tired of this big excavator, I gotta say. I've used way too much of it. Have many hours on this here game. Not as much as first place, but or Cap, you know, he oh boy. Oh, there we go. It's just been absolutely crazy here. But we've tried to do leaderboard, we're trying it, we're doing it. Like I said in the last video, we've learned an absolute crap ton. And so now I can't wait to use it in other game, other game modes like hard mode and stuff like that. And see what we can do. Probably what we will do is when we go back into, of course I hit the wrong way again. What we will do is we will jump back into normal mode, and because this is normal mode. We have the breakdowns, we have everything else, and we will go like that and see what we can do for a season total. I think my highest season total was 17,000. But we'll see what we can end up here. We got 6 days to summer, and I think I got tired of digging the same spot because it was bad. So if you watch some, I feel like if you watch the first video or first live streams to where we're at now, you can definitely tell that we have learned how to do a lot of things better. I mean, we started in as an absolute, pretty much a joke. Like, that is the best thing you can say. It is just a joke. And then now we've got some experience under us. We talked to the guys, and they were telling us how to do things, and what we should be doing. And so now we can actually say that we're getting there. I'm still definitely not a I don't know about veteran, but I'm definitely not a the best gold miner ever. I mean, there's guys that have 1,000,000 ounces in the leaderboard, which is just absolutely nuts. But it is what it is. There we go. Now we're going to have to start up at the top again if I can. There we go. If I can, I would like to trim some of this off, but I just don't think we're going to reach it. Because we're digging down, and it's not necessarily what I wanted to do. But I think this is the last square, so what we'll do is we'll just use the cat to make it, mostly a square again, and then at the bottom we'll just, do it that way and go from there. That wasn't a full bucket, but you pretty much get one whack, and instead of wasting time, you just dump it and go anyway. There we go. Just stab it into the wall, pick up dirt, next, so much like that, I'm actually kind of surprised. I can't say I have been totally burnt out on this game, but I've actually had a lot of fun with it. I mean, if you never had a leaderboard and you want to try it, it's definitely an experience. I'll grant you that much. But if you want to give it a whirl and you have the time, that's one of the things. You got to have the time. But if you do have the time, definitely try to go for it. I mean, it's a fun time. Like I said, it's a little stressful, but when you have a group of guys to hang out with and mine at the same time and stuff like that, it's a good time. So, good time indeed. But yeah, we pulled a lot of gold out of this spot right here. I think we're up to like 8,000 ounces. I think it's around 8,000 ounces because I think we started this season at 3. So, not real worried about it. I still haven't bought the claim yet. I mean, I'm not real worried about it because you're getting so much gold that, you know, I had up to 10 million and then I bought workers and then, you know, stuff like that. I haven't smelted gold in a while, so. But it looks like, so that side's done. Like I said, it's not the best thing in the world. I probably should get back in there, you know, with the excavator and, you know, dig it out properly, make the right square angles and stuff like that, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. Here we go, just stab it. Because what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be making a road and then going straight back to the same place we are now again, except it, you know, where the dump truck is, and then digging down to the bottom. Because I think I should be able to make it. I think this excavator can reach down to 10 meters, I think is what I've been hearing. And so I think we only have like 7 or 8 meters to go, so we should be able to make it. So it should be okay. I don't want to take too much out from the back wall there. And the reason is because there's bad gold or bad dirt behind us or underneath us. So I don't want to do anything like that. So with that being said, we're just going to keep on trying to clearing out this floor here. And then what we'll do is we could get the fell. I'm not going to worry about it, but we could get the fell and get that all squared away and so on and so forth. But like I said, I'm not going to worry about it. If needed, we'll leave some gold behind. It's not that big of a deal. We're just trying to clean this up right quick. I mean, worst come to worst, we can always just scoop it from the ground and get that squared away. It's not the end of the world, you know. But that's all that matters. There we go. Shut that thing off. I think it's right. It is right. But as you can tell, 12 minutes in, I mean, we're going as fast as humanly possible, and then you get stuck on a piece of dirt. Oh, come on. Thank you. Get stuck on a piece of dirt, but you're pretty much just going the entire time. There's no real stopping. That's for sure. So we're at 72, 3, 73, that's fine. So one more dump truck and we'll be good to go. But yeah, so pretty much at this point we've been doing about 3 cleanouts an hour in real life. So 3 cleanouts an hour, that's 3 cleanouts in 12 hours in game, because a day in game is 2 hours. So 3 an hour is, I think, is just absolutely humiliatingly fast. It's just insane. But that's what we play ball. What am I? Okay, my tractor, my excavator is just barely hanging on for dear life. What are we looking like? That's a fullish bucket. I wouldn't say it's a complete full bucket, but it's a fullish bucket. So yeah, so we're gonna have to move down here sooner than later. Probably this next clean out, I'll be moving the excavator down and start making a bedrock road. There was a method, but I was told I can't use it because you don't want his name near me because I'm so good. That's exactly what he said. He said, you know what, you're so good at this game, I don't want you to use my name. And so, if you can read into sarcasm, that's not what he said, but close enough, right? Don't need no hurt feelings over here, so. But we've been doing pretty good. We've been, you know, listening to critics, you know, we've been listening to everybody else on how to mine that has been playing the game for thousands of hours and stuff like that, so I'm happy that I've actually been learning. I'm happy that, you know, we can say that we actually gave it a hell of a chance to fight We've been in the. We did fall underneath 10th. I think we fell to 11th place like once. And I quit mining for 3 days. I was just at that point. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do something else. And then 3 days later, I was like, all right, so we're slacking hardcore, so we need to do something. And so we got back into it, and I've been digging every day since. And like I said, we're in 8th place, but we're hanging on by a thread. We won't be in 8th place for very long. So it's definitely not a great spot to be if we wanted to win this challenge, but it is what it is. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here, show everybody what I've learned, which is an absolute crap ton. And then these are going to be swapped over soon. I normally was running two, three cleanouts, but everybody said that was taking too long, so we just do one. Everything's still running, everything's still good. So what we'll do is we'll just, get all these buckets, and then by the time these buckets are done, we'll be able to get the moss mats cleaned out. As you can see, we're starting. That one's full, that one's good. Is this full of dirt? No, it's not. So this one should be done. Thank you much. Alright, this is where a second, like a second miner, digger, whatever you want to call it, would be absolutely fantastic. Because they could be still bringing in some stuff, and you're just, hopping around, hop, skippity jump, And then, of course, 1, 2, dropped it. Oh, crap, dropped it. Thank you. I know. Over here trying to show everybody what I've learned. Over here failing. It's fine. There we go. Get this one, that one, turn the button on. Run over here, do the same exact thing as what we did in the last episode. There we go. And beautiful. Turn that on. What we can even... I'll just use these same moss mats and go. So as you can see, everything's cleaned out. Everything's been good to go. We'll get these back out. And then theoretically, we should be able to get this done before the other one is done. Oop. If you don't fall. As it just got done. So we're basically keeping up with everything. I will agree. I thought 3 was going to be better. But it definitely turns out 1 is a lot faster. You don't have to pick up other moss mats and stuff like that. What we'll do, turn that on. Run over here, pick this up. Now look, the whole clean out is done. We got another 18% in there. We'll just wait to run this through since we're doing an episode. Guess what you could do is if you had some buckets, all you had to do is just sit there and wait. Or clean it out, quote, real quick and, have that be done. But since we're recording, oh, that one, did I change them? Yes, I did. Wow, okay, so I'm being so fast, I forget where I'm at. Got it. Almost missed that one by flipping, messing about. Alright, so we'll just drop that there. I have no idea what's in this one, not much. Dump that in there. So I think we got 684, I think, in the last one. So we'll see what happens. Of course, since we're running non-DLC, we have the D-Rocker and everything else that's Tier 3, so we're running about the Tier 3.5 is what we've been doing. That's just because of what we have on DLC-wise. And there we go. So we'll see how much we can get from this. The water's still turned on. The power's still turned on. Everything's turned on. You don't have to turn off anything. I'm going to go check the water since we're waiting. Let's turn on the light here. We got 890,000 ounces, or gallons. We have 77% fuel in that. Yeah, so this is definitely a lot faster. So in 4 hours, in real life, we shouldn't be anything less than 12 cleanouts, give or take. And let's see, are we still on the gold? 600. Okay, so that's not terrible. We lost 48 ounces, but that's not bad at all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn all this stuff off, because what we're going to be doing in the next stream is I'm going to move up here, right here, and just start mining backwards. And then once we get to here, because this is where the good gold is, dump truck will be here, and I'll just be filling it up, and then probably have to take all this out so we can actually get it all, but we'll see what happens. Maybe what I'll do is I'll even back all the way up and just have the dump truck here, and then I'll come over here and just side load it. You know, that's what we could do. I don't know, haven't figured it out yet, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. That clean out was 21 minutes. So I appreciate you, everybody that's been watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you're on Twitch, following, I appreciate you all. So with all that being said, thank you much. Catch you in the next one. And you all, take care.